that final offensive play? Was the design on that to go to Domas all along?
Yes, it was on that one, but I thought the other guys, the four others involved in that play just had great pace and great movement. He really moved and shifted the defense. So give credit to the passer on, getting it to Domas there, Justin, and the other guys flying around. And then for Domas making a tough play at the rim.
Other questions, please. We'll keep this moving. Go ahead.
Yeah, Nate, this is the first time your team's been tested in a game that comes down to the wire. What'd you learn about this group down the stretch tonight?
They fight. They were fighting the entire game. So it's a group. I know I've been saying that this is a group that really plays hard for each other, no matter who's out there on the floor. I thought they were being as active as they could on the defensive end. It was a very physical game. A lot of bumping, both ways, and I thought our guys handled it very nicely.
Scott.
Yeah, Nate, considering so much newness with you and your staff, how pleased are you how you guys have started out now off with a 3-0 start?
Yeah, the credit to the players on that. They're battling and they're fighting and they're not taking possessions off. I think even on the offensive end, I liked, it did get a little, physical and sluggish there at times and stand stillish, but I liked it when we were flying around with pace, and looking for each other. Guys know when somebody needs the ball, and they do a good job of getting it to them. So again, a lot of unselfishness with this team.
Akeem, go ahead, please.
Coach, what is it about the third quarter that really allows you guys to kind of lock in and kind of swing the momentum back on your side?
Well, the guys get to regroup a little bit. It's a good little breather for them as well. Get their focus back, and they come out. They come out of the locker room with a purpose. They do. They're very assertive and aggressive. They want to be aggressive on both ends. To start the second half. And again, it starts with their defense. This team talks about defense first and defense creating our offense, which is what happened there to start the third quarter, like you mentioned.
Scott.
And Nate, I'm curious, what have you learned most about Domas now in your time working directly with him? What has maybe surprised you or you've been in awe of the most? Very
competitive, very fiery, wants to win extremely bad. And he's willing to do whatever it takes to do that. He does. He's got a lot of fire, plays with good emotion, but he's patient as well. Knows when to be patient down there on the block. I keep saying he's such a great teammate. The way he sets screens, and I thought his verticality at the rim today was big. I thought Myles Turner's blocks at the rim today again were big. So those two are doing a nice job of protecting the paint down there.
Tony.
Nate, you got another big game from Doug McDermott tonight, a guy you continue to give a lot of minutes to. He had a lot of two-pointers, actually. What have you seen from him this season that's impressed you, and why have you been able to fit him in so well on offense with both twos and threes?
Yeah, it's his pace. It's the pace at which he plays on the offensive end. I mean, he comes flying out of those corners, and he did. And if they're trailing him, he can turn that corner with his size and finish at the rim. Teams are playing a lot of attention to Domas, and if you can turn that corner and get to the paint, good things can happen. And he's taken advantage of that. I do. It's just I like to play him because of his pace, the way he flies around out there, and he's hard to guard.
Akeem.
Coach, how with the way you guys started going 3-0, how excited should fans be once they finally get a chance to see you guys in person? How excited should they be about this team?
Yeah, the guys do. They talk about it to me. They really miss the fans, and I'm really looking forward to getting to meet the fans of Indiana. And it will happen. It'll come. I hope they enjoy watching the games at home. We think of the fans constantly. And we just want to play as hard as we can, for them.
Seth Johnson.
Nate, you spoke a little bit about Myles on defense. I guess I feel like in all three of these first games, he's really made an impact. Can you speak to what you've seen from him on the defensive end so far this season?
His rim protection, his shot blocking ability. He is a presence down there. He's got great timing on his blocks. He's a very, very unselfish player on the offensive end. I really liked it how he had a little stretch in there where he was getting to the rim a little bit and finishing. I love the minutes that he plays. I think he's very efficient in those minutes.
Any final questions for Coach to follow up? All right, Nate, thank you very much.
Thanks, everybody.